Risen is a third-person action role-playing game where you get stranded on an island that you don't know, and you have to find out what happened. The intro is shown that a magical storm sunk your ship, and one of the mages aboard tried to fight it, but he lost, and so he teleported himself away somewhere on this island, and the rest of the crew sunk with the ship, and there's only a few survivors. You, for instance, and the woman over there. This is basically the tutorial. She's one of the survivors, and she tells you that you have to find a weapon in order to defend yourself, to find food in order to heal yourself, stuff like that. The tutorial, while the tutorial is quite linear, the game isn't. So she points you to follow the torches to find some civilized life, but you can go everywhere you want. You can follow the beach in one direction or the other. You can get into small caves where you can find monsters that are probably too strong for you yet. We did not limit the game world by artificial barriers. There are, of course, some few doors that you can only open with a certain story progress. But about 90% of the world are free. This game is an exploration game. You can find all kinds of stuff. You can produce, craft all sorts of stuff like potions, weapons, magical scrolls, even rings and amulets, depending on what you find in the world and what you skill. You can skill the fighting in 10 levels, which gives you more advanced animation and combo sets, and the opportunity to control, for example, the direction of your blow with the directional arrows. There is like small farms, so people work, everyone has his own daily routine, doing stuff, field work, talking to each other, combat practice, carrying stuff around, going to sleep at night, etc. There's 3 major factions on this island. The Inquisition, which took control over the island. A ship arrived with the Inquisition before your ship sunk. Your ship was to bring the Inquisitor, but it sunk and he rescued himself barely. So as soon as he arrived one day before you. He took control over everything and passed a law that no one is allowed to enter the island except his troops. So he got every farmer and everyone from the outside into the town. Everyone who disobeys him is thrown into the volcanic fortress and is forced to join his army because he prepares to fight the evil that's luring in the core of this island. He went here because the old ruins, the ancient tombs, they came out of the ground, they rose out of the ground. That's why this game is called Risen, by the way, because of the risen temples and ruins. And with the temples came the monsters and the treasures. And there are some bandits, they have their own camp right next to a ruin. You can join the bandits as well. The bandits disobeyed the law of the Inquisitor and tried to get the gold out of the ruins. And so there is a conflict here. But the game is not mainly about the conflict, though you can choose which side you want to play on and thus determine which skill set you gain and what your political alignment might be. Are you a bandit? Are you a man of the law? The main plot is about something else, but I won't spoiler it. This is the beginning. You find out what's going on, you find out which factions are there, do the quests, etc., and then find out what's really going on this island, and the story evolves. The game world is quite big. There is massive dungeon areas with traps and puzzles and all kinds of landscapes and people to meet, monsters. And combat-wise, we've got like archery. Vielleicht kannst du auch noch ein bisschen mit dem Bogen rumballern. We've got archery, melee combat with heavy axes, swords, and some magical skills. We've got different kinds of combat like sword fighting, ranged combat and magic, and the gnomes are quite funny. They throw all kinds of stuff at you like apples and golden goblets and whatever they pick up. They even loot you when they kill you. The skeleton will stay as long as you want it to, and you can heal it as well. There's a frost spell with which you can freeze characters. The better you become, the bigger characters you can freeze. There's all kinds of supportive magic like healing and strengthening and stuff like that, obviously, but we'll only show some of the combat stuff right now. Out of mana right now. Yeah, well, and if you want to get away or get to a higher point, you can still, for example, levitate. This game is about exploration mainly. You can levitate to any higher ground or faraway ground, and it works like a jetpack. You have a limited amount of energy that gets you higher, but you can float as long as you want. And so we have limited that the hero cannot get like on the top of the volcano. No, but if you use it properly, then you can, with the proper tactics, you can climb, for example, to a high point and then levitate to places where you can't go otherwise.